Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith and the Black Channel here, Ticker Tacker, and we got the SPY Doji month doing nothing. Still just sitting up there, still a 2 up. And then if we go to the weekly, still a 2 up, but potential compound 3 if we want to come back through here. But the futures are a little dry. And you go to the Qs, looking similar, slight higher high up into there, but on the month, these things are doing nothing. So there's that. Apple backs off a little bit. It hit the magnitude. It took this out on the monthly and then backs off a little bit. So here, got what we're looking for to take this out, and then it just kind of stalls out. So we'll see. It's still RevStrat month. And now you got an inside day to start off to see if they can get back into this old 3 here, if there's just a little triangle layout down here, and come back up through that. If we go to small cappers, you'll see this daily here, tight down nothing. And monthly a little bit better than the other guys, a little bit brighter green in 2. And weekly still trying to walk up. You can see this slowly but surely walking up. So a little bit better over there. If we go to VXX, and VXX is kind of drying up down in here too. Slightly green. So we'll see what comes of that. If we go to TLT, not doing much. Inside month, Doji. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, once again looking like the other thing, sitting here doing nothing. And on the weekly, here, look at this. Still a 2 up. It's drying up into nothing. We do have CAT. And CAT, at least you got an inside week, so we'll see what comes of that. If we go to Home Depot trying to go 322. If we can take this out back to the upside, just kind of stalls out here on the daily try. But now you got an inside day to start the week, so either re-break at this inside month to the downside or back up through the try. She goes. Go to UNH. UNH is going to give you an inside week. All right, so it's handling an inside month, so we'll be aware of that. But we'll see if we can get any more of a break here out of the weekly. If you go to like XLV, it's kind of sitting there, and we'll see what comes of that. Either side of that, and it does set up RevStrat day to the upside. And you got Johnny John here, also in the month, doing to the upside. And take a peek at Humana here because they start to go down. Humana taking out last month's lows. If we go to the transports, trannies doing nothing. And so what you do have, still walking up to like, right? So if it comes back through here, it would be RevStrat to the downside. You got some airlines going inside, a little boring, but you got United going inside. If you take a look at CNI Rail, tight business in here, but potentially the weekly, the monthly, potentially can take out this month, getting closer to going inside month to the upside. With that daily, you're going to see this try here. So a little bit more to go. 2, 2, 2, and then take this out. And if it does, then you can take out that month. If we go to rider systems, it's a little boring on the movement, but it's been doing its job here on the monthly since we watched that inside month down here just climbing up and used to be a lot higher. So far, so good. Still walking up as rider system. If you go to XLU, XLU is still 2 months to the downside, so a little heat on them, but not too much going on there. XLF, doing nothing, so nothing to see here. You do have inside weakers in there in Wells Fargo and stuff like that, but not much to see there. If we go to XLE, still trying to come back, trail, still 2 in its way up on the week, a little slow. If we go to the monthly, get a little bit more if we want to try and strangle some of this stuff out here, if it keeps coming back. So far, so good. If you go to XOP, similar, and still seeing if we can shoot up and take this thing out here at 71.93, which would be nice. You can start off as an inside day here, slowly but surely trying to work its way up. OIH, another inside day, just 2 in its way up on the month, so they're trying. Chevron, still an inside month, and on the weekly, just kind of stalls out here. Just inside week potential RevStrat or a re-break to the upside with Exxon. Took the inside week to the upside last week, so we'll see if they can keep working on this. Still 2 in the month up, so for right now. Go to Conoco, still an inside month in that week. Still, I believe this is inside week. Yeah, inside week for Conoco to see if they want to come up, maybe take a shot at this. If we go to Concho inside week, maybe take a shot at this or back into the trash she goes. Also starting off as an inside day. Fang Energy. And Fang, a little bit more to take this out up into here, 59.89. And you see that on the monthly here. Still walking up this thing till 2 in its way up and an inside day to start off the week. NBR, just like nice movement. You got an inside day, but you see there's bigger ranges in trading something like this. So this thing is a reverse split. Used to be somebody kind of, and so that's always interesting because that can get these things really going if they start moving higher, because you can see this reverse split kind of movement here, all these hundreds. So always keep an eye on that when you're watching the energies. Oxy, a little bit more to try and take this out here. That's 24.50. So some still trying to work their way up, and once again, most of them starting off as inside days. If you go to Sunoco here, the monthly, try here. A little bit more to go on that if they want to come up and take that out. Slob and Halliburton just kind of creeping like the OIHers. Here, and you got your outside inside day for Slob to start off the week. Halliburton inside day. Go to XRT retail. XRT just kind of stalling out on the month after going into new highs. Go to Target, starting to back off just a tad here. Weekly went 2 down, so not too exciting, but just a little profit taken up in there in Walmart. Here, and Walmart's also backing off just a tad on the month. As you can see that, just exhaustion risk into new highs. Costco, still inside monther. And the weekly, potential 322 back up if they want to take her back up on the weekly. If you go to AutoNation, still inside month to the upside. Best Buy, still taking this stuff out. The 3-2 down and taking all these guys out and starting off as an inside day if they want to keep burying it. If we go to RH inside day and just some profit taking going the other way monthly here, coming back through, and you got a 3-weeker to keep an eye on. Try there. If we go to the IBB slowly walking up, just exhaustion risk going to new highs here. So if you go to DCPH is 2-2 month to the downside after trying to get that up in here and coming back through. So we'll see that's below 56.53. If you go to ICPT, still bleeding out, still inside monther here, but you can see this on the daily. Bleeding back down. See if we can come all the way through and triangle this stuff out. That'd be a nice little move there. If we go to ILMN, still inside month to the upside, inside day here. And if we go to Marna and Moderna red on the month, you got a big week to get out of, but it is inside week, so we'll be aware of that. If we go to NVAX, here we go, hammer counter shooter back up over 130.65. NVCR still month and upper, exhaustion risk is going into the highs. If we go to SGen still 2-2 monther here to the upside over 185.88. Sarepta 3-2 monther coming up. You got a little bit more to go into the all-time high. Sarepta. If we go to XLK, Doji month not doing much. SMH went up and then comes back in a little bit, so you do have the potential here weekly 2-2 back down for a compound 3 if they want to bring these things in. If you go to Facebook, this thing's doing nothing. If you hear the monthly here, inside month and 3 months inside of that, so be aware of that. If we go to Amazon, also an inside month, stuck here doing nothing. Weekly is just drying up into nothing. 4 weeks, so sideways inside month of all this kind of stuff. That would need to change. Go to Netflix. Monthly, also slight 2 and just kind of stuck in here. And this daily tride's trying to get out of it. Barely takes this out here, I believe. There we go. There's your new try here. Not doing much. Go to Google. And Goog backs off a little bit. Weekly, so 2 down and then right dead in the middle of the week. So not much to see there either. NVIDIA, stock, 4 weeks sideways inside month inside of this thing. Not doing much. Analog devices. So closer to a 2-2 week if they want to go 2-2 week on them SMHers coming off the highs. That would be right back through here. Analog devices. Autodesk. Potential rev strat week if they want to bring that back through here. ATVI coming up monthly. 2 down, 2 up. Of course, you can watch that with the EA, doing the 2 down, the 2 up. If you go to Baidu, still trying to creep here on the old used to be somebody a lot higher. So far so good. And Baidu, just exhaustion risk. This is going into recent highs. Go to Cree. Massive Cree. They're going to bring this thing in is the question. Break back through this stuff. You go weekly. Here would be RevStrat back down if you can take this out. If we go to the crowd. And the crowd just hanging near the highs. And you just got an inside day near all-time highs. CTXS. Month. Still 2-2 back to the upside. Comvault. CVLT. And coming up and taking these guys out. And just slowly but surely working its way up. So anything that can do this here. Continuous highs gets my attention. We could use a little triangle out. Go to Dropbox. DBX. Nice move here on the daily, monthly. Here, I believe that's a slight 2 down. Yeah, that's a 2-2 reversal back through this range, so you got a little bit more up into here. Go to EXPE and some pandemics. See if it's going to run out of steam here. Daily, potentially come back through and wipe all this stuff out if you get your 2-2 weaker. Like so, and come back through here. FTNT. And FTNT is still inside month to the upside, and you can see on these weeklies, still got these series of lower highs, so we want to see if we can triangulate out and come back through all that stuff. Let's go to MRCY, and MRCY, still RevStrat month. Here, coming back through this range. Go to NET, and NET, just some exhaustion risk, but certainly a lot of good movement during the day for trading. It's also an inside day, so you can get that triangle out right here, and then boom. If we go to Okta, going towards the highs in an inside week, right near the highs. PFPT. And PFPT still. 2-2 month coming back through previous range. Qualcomm coming back in. Weekly 3, so that outside, so we'll see if we can get the 3-2 and maybe come out and wipe all these guys out. If we go to TWLO, still inside month to the upside, just exhaustion risk going into the highs. Just a few more ACMR, getting close to that RevStrat monther here below this, 71, you're right close to that. JK Solar, also inside month to the downside. Just here, some slight lower lows, so the question is, you're going to triangle out and come back up or expand out down. Like I said, some pandemics going inside weakers, your Marriotts, your RCLs, all that kind of stuff, so we'll see what comes of that. You got Weyerhaeuser doing this on the month. Coming back, taking all these guys out inside month up. You're already taking these out, but it's been higher. Here's a bigger try. And you've got the XHB going inside week and inside month, just kind of sitting there. So we'll see for Weyerhaeuser and Tesla. Tesla, Doji week, nowhere near taking that out. Good chance at an inside week, but you never know because it's Tesla. The monthly, still 2 up. The daily, going to give us an inside day to start off the week. All right, that's going to do for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith Black, channel here at Tiger Doctor.